Hi, so this is the Pear-Kale-Date smoothie class. I want to show you how easy it is to make quick, fresh smoothies that taste really good. So today I'm using some rice milk. You could get all different brands of this. I like Rice Dream because it's organic and it doesn't have some of the additives that some of the other ones have in them. I'm using some dried dates that I just got. You can get them sometimes in bulk at your health food store or at the grocery store if they have a bulk section, or sometimes you could get them packaged, and it's a little bit more convenient. Just make sure that there's not sulfates or sulfites in it if you're getting the packaged kind, and preferably use organic. Then we have some kale that's really nice and fresh that I just washed off, and a pear. So the pears I usually buy, they're a little bit on the hard side when I buy them, so I let them sit for a couple days on the counter until they're nice and soft. I'm using a Vitamix. This is a 5200 model, and I've had this for a couple years, and I have to say that my family and we use this every single day. It's one of the most used appliances in our kitchen, and I love it, and I can't sing the virtues of it enough. So you'll see. If you have a blender, just a regular blender, you can try using that. I would suggest using maybe softer kinds of greens instead of kale. If you really want to go for like power pack nutrition from something like kale, a Vitamix is a great thing to have because the power of the motor is such that it really blends it up to a level that a regular blender can't. That's what's so good about this. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is put in about 1.5 cups. You know what? I'm just going to do, about 1.5 cups of rice milk. And then I'm going to cut my pear. Oops. I'm going to cut my pear and just throw it in with the skin on. And pears have a pretty mild flavor. They're sweet, but they're mild. That's why I'm going to put in some dates, because the dates will really sweeten it up and make like a nice, the lightness will be a nice opposite kind of flavor for the kale that we're going to put in. So the dates, I just open it up with my fingers and take out the big pit in the middle. Don't forget that part, because if you put the date into the Vitamix or your blender and start to blend it up, you'll hear, without taking the pit out, you'll hear like a big, so I just put 2 dates in there. You'll hear just like, and it's trying to blend the pit up, and the pit is just so strong. So with kale, what I do is I just take the leaves, I just pull the leaves right off of the middle rib. I just pull them right off and throw them into the Vitamix. The rib is very, besides being very tough, it has like a pretty bitter kind of very strong flavor. And so, you know, if you're used to green smoothies and you're like a veteran of green smoothies, then, you know, if you want to do that, then go ahead. Also, if you have young kale leaves, the rib in the middle is not so tough and fibrous, and it's not so strong tasting, so you could just throw the whole leaf in if you have the small kale leaves. So I'm just doing 2 big kale leaves in here, And I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty full. And then I put this in. This is what's nice about the Vitamix. It has this tamper, which goes down almost to the bottom, but not quite, so it doesn't reach the blades inside. And it's highly effective for really pushing down all of your ingredients. So, oops. So I'm just gonna put the top on and start it out. I'll put it on medium, then I'll start tamping it down, and then start to increase the speed. Then I'm going to put it on high. I usually put it on high for about 15 seconds, and then I slowly start to bring it down. And keep it on low for just a few seconds to really mix everything in. And then we're done. So, hang on, let me get a cup. Hang on. Be right back. Okay. So that was it. And here we go. I have a nice green smoothie. Let me taste it. So good. So it has a really light flavor from the pears. You can taste the lightness from the pears. But like I said, the dates really sweetened up the kale. So you get the lightness from the dates and the pears, and the rice milk is light, and then you get like the dense earthiness from the kale, and it's awesome. So you could have this for breakfast. You could have it for a snack in the middle of the day. If you're if you're in the middle of a cleanse, this can be any sort of meal. It's a great thing. So that's that one. Happy smoothie making!